today's video, I spent 100 days building a massive animal and Pokemon sanctuary. I think we can all agree that animals and Pokemon deserve a safe and beautiful place to call home. In this video, I not only have to collect all of the materials to build the massive sanctuary, along with catching cool Pokemon and animals, but I also explore the world and I come face to face with custom monsters that absolutely do not want me to become the very best. What cool and exciting things will I encounter during this adventure? Keep watching and you'll find out. If you want to visit my park, be sure to join the server I played on. You can even come say hi to me and get a surprise item. Also, for every subscriber I get from this video, I'm going to donate 10 cents up to $500 to St. Jude's. This is a charity that is very dear to my heart and they help children fight cancer. Thank you all for 70,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you and I hope you enjoyed the video. On day 1, I officially joined Pokemon Survival, which is where I would be building the animal and Pokemon sanctuary / park thing. After being given a tour, Professor Hemlock allowed me to choose my starter Pokemon. There were lots of cute Pokemon, obviously, but I ended up choosing Chikorita. Professor Hemlock also gave me some super epic Pokegear. It was now time to begin exploring. Unlike Pokemon World, this is pretty much just vanilla survival, but with Pokemon and custom mobs that are honestly very strong. Almost right away, I began getting attacked by a spider, but I punched him to death. Yay me! I also found an alpaca and he spit on me. Very much not nice. After dropping down from a mountain, a baby zombie began attacking me. Luckily, I found a pile of wooden tools just kind of lying on the ground, so I picked them up to use the sword. I began attacking the baby zombie and I fell and I died. Yeah, cool. This is a great start. After going back, I decided I would go ahead and do some Minecraft survival things like collect wood. Some very good content. I also killed some pigs who, they don't drop pork, so they are utterly useless. Okay, I thought I was making like a joke there, utterly, but that's cows, not pigs, so let's move on from that. That wasn't even scripted. Okay. I then encountered my first Pokemon, Tailo, and I began a battle with him with my Chikorita. After winning the battle, I ran around for a bit, and then I found an Execute who's actually not cute at all. I decided to leave the battle though because Chikorita was low. After being attacked by a zombie, I then was attacked by another baby zombie, and I ran out of hunger. Now, in my defense, these guys are ruthless, and I swear they are faster than a normal Minecraft. I swear. I decided to go back and try out a quest with Cherry, who showed me her berries and apricorns, which are apparently used to craft things. She taught me that you could grow your own, and she even offered me a reward if I brought her back a cater pie. She gave me some materials to craft Pokeballs, so I did that. But I, in fact, did not ever catch a cater pie for her. I'm very bad at pronouncing Pokemon, just fair warning. But hey, free Pokeballs. Back in survival, I upgraded my tools to stone ones. You guys know what's up. I then spotted a combi, but I lost. That's embarrassing. While exploring more, a zombie approached me, but they were actually me. Well, not me, but a doppelganger, and I was strong. I mean, she was strong. I was able to kill her though. I guess I truly am my worst enemy. Soon, I found a little village, and usually there are Pokestops there, but either this one didn't have one or I'm just very, very blind. Nothing was here, but it was now nighttime and there were monsters lurking everywhere. But I, of course, had time to pick up some pumpkins before being interrupted by a creeper. After finding a cave to collect some materials, and I once again almost died to a witch. This poison is brutal. I then began collecting some basic essentials like coal and iron. Minecraft. I crafted some armor to protect myself from the vicious monsters like the skeleton. I don't like you, dude. Bye. A bit deeper in the caves, I encountered Steve, a lost miner who was not very welcoming, so I killed him. It do be like that sometimes. After crafting a full set of iron armor, I continued going deeper in the caves and collecting as much as I could find. I pretty quickly found some diamonds as well, which was super cool as this was going to be necessary for crafting some custom armor later. I also found some gold. Ooh, lapis. And more iron. I mined my way back up to the surface and I set up a furnace on a tree because I thought I would be safe. But then this zombie literally started climbing the tree to get to me. Are you serious right now, bro? Another baby zombie? Seriously? That morning, I found a giraffe egg, and with a Pokeball, I failed to catch him. But after throwing a second Pokeball, I got him. Now, don't forget guys, I am building a massive Pokemon sanctuary / park, so I began searching for a good plot of land to do this on. After a while, I found this area which I thought would be good because it was mostly flat and open. That night, I found a little Paris, but I accidentally ran from the battle and he disappeared. On the server, you can claim the land you want to build on, so I did just that, and I claimed a lot of land. A lot. It is all mine, none for you, all mine. By the way guys, this build will remain even after the video has been posted, so be sure to watch and see what it ends up looking like. Later on in the video, I will tell you exactly how to get there, so be sure to keep watching. Claiming land was a bit of a struggle though, because these mobs were just not interested in sharing. At all. Now warning, I do start the build, but I do catch some Pokemon before doing so, because how am I gonna have a Pokemon park with no Pokemon? Come on. After setting up a mini base with a chest and furnaces, I began cooking some apricorns for Pokeballs as well as my iron. I decided that in the meantime, I would do some Poke battles to kill time. I came across this little Skrisket and he or she's so cute, but I had no Pokeballs. Then I found an Oddish, an even cuter little dude. I decided to start a battle to get him low to catch him, but then I ran away from the fight. I don't know why. I don't know. I then began being attacked by not one Lindsay, but 2 Lindsays. This is a nightmare. And a little bug. Nasty. After killing the 2 Lindsays, I crafted 3 Pokeballs. I went back to the Surskit and I accidentally almost killed him. I then began throwing Pokeballs to catch him and I was able to do so. Yay! I also found a Sentret who I also battled, almost killing before also catching her. While battling a Gloom, the zombie was bothering me. Now they can't actually attack you while you're in battle, but I was still annoyed and I ran from the battle. I died. Luckily, I figured out I could just slash back, which was very useful. That night, I continued looking around, encountering some cool Pokemon, and I eventually found a Teddy Ursa who I began battling. The skeleton and witch, please just leave me alone. The Teddy Ursa was beating my Chikorita up, but I was able to catch him on first try. I then battled a Paris, epically lost, and ran away like a baby. Okay, you are cute. I did not hesitate to throw a ball on Skiploom and I caught him, or her, I forget. I then visited the Poke Center to heal all of my Pokemon because they were struggling. I was in desperate need of a fire-type Pokemon, so I traveled to a nearby desert in hopes of finding one. Pretty quickly, I found a Growlithe and I began a battle with him even though my Pokemon were much lower leveled. Poor Chikorita. I got him super low, nearly killing him by accident. I threw a Pokeball on him and I somehow managed to catch him first try. Probably something to do with him hanging on to life by a thread. I don't know. Then you know, more exploring. Fun stuff. And of course, more cool Pokemon. OMG, is that a Zangoose? This man looks insane. I began a battle once again hoping to catch him, but all of my Pokemon had fainted and he disappeared. I was very sad. While trying to teleport somewhere I died, I realized there was an incredibly long grace period for using the slash back command, so I kinda lost everything, except for my Pokemon. Still had those. Back home, I found a Clefable, and I threw lots and lots of Pokeballs on him, and I honestly thought I was never going to catch him. I decided to use some Great Balls, and after a few of those, I finally caught him. Was it worth it? I don't know. Oh my god, that's a Cherubi. And oh my god, that's another baby zombie. Not today. Not today. I don't know how, but I killed him. I then caught the Cherubi. Yes, my dreams, they're complete. Hey, that's a cute little butterfly. Now, I don't know how, but somehow, I found a Pikachu. I don't know what I did to deserve this. I don't know, but I am thankful and I will never forget this moment. Thank you, Pokefind. Even better, I had used a shiny charm, which spawns shiny Pokemon for 30 minutes. And this guy, he was shiny. I didn't even want to risk fighting him, so I straight away just threw a ball on him. And yes! I have a Pikachu. I have a Pikachu. You should be jealous. Now, I wanted a water-type Pokemon, so I found an ocean and I began searching. I found this cute little elephant-looking guy and I sent Pikachu out for battle to get him low. Now, be mindful, my Pikachu was 9 levels lower, so this loss it's acceptable. Yeah, let's send out the level 4 Cherubi. Okay, never mind. I realized that was dumb and I ran away in game. Good job, Lindsay. I did find some dude's house and I tried breaking in, but it didn't work. This guy was grinding though. Close by, my prayers had been answered and I found a Magikarp and a level 19 Magikarp. Magikarp is notably useless before its evolution. Just watch my other Pokemon video to see. But once they evolve, they are big bads. So easy game, easy life. Now, I wanted to start the build finally, so I traveled back home and I began collecting some cobblestone. I was going to need a lot of it. I also collected some wood, as I was going to need a lot of that too. You are so cute? You're not cute. I don't know. Are you? I can't decide. Is he cute? I don't know. What do you guys think? Now, it was finally time to start the sanctuary build, so I got right to work, and it was gonna be a lot of work. While taking a quick break from the build, I found this Pokemon, and oh my goodness. I want to cry looking at you. I think she was sad, so I decided to catch her, but she didn't even want to come with me. I threw so many Pokeballs, but she just would not stay. So I tried battling her to get her low, and I killed her. I am so sorry. When going back home, I saw a Tangela waiting there, and he looked so cool. Kind of like, what are they called? That new Minecraft mob? The one that didn't win. But these are blue, and those ones are green. A glare, I think? Anyway, I caught him. I had just went mining for lots and lots of diamond and redstone in order to craft a very, very, very cool helmet. I had to craft these custom rubies, which were very, 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 very pricey. And I needed tons of them. After I had enough to make all the ruby chainmail, I finally could craft the helmet. Yeah, that's right, Pikachu. I promise it's not a real one. I decided to begin leveling up my Pokemon, so I did just that. And soon, Magikarp was ready to evolve into a not-so-useless Pokemon. He is crazy looking. Now, technically, his name is something else, but I cannot say that, so he's still Magikarp, okay? Okay. Cool. Now, something really cool about the server is they offer skins for their Pokemon, and I was lucky enough to get some free ones from the owners to show you guys. I went to the Poke Center and I rolled one of my cosmic eggs, and I got this guy. Now, my shaders was spazzing him out a bit, but he looked pretty dope. So I decided to roll again. This time I rolled a meme egg, and I was praying I would get the Magikarp because I'm pretty sure he's like a choo-choo train. But I got this guy instead, who was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. This guy agrees. I rolled again and I got a freaking Snorlax who was a giant emoji. I rolled another cosmic egg and I got a Crobat, very epic looking and also kind of terrifying with those teeth. I thought it was time I battle a gym, so I traveled to the first gym to do so. There I was told I'd have to kill 15 spiders, which seemed like an easy enough task. Well, it was not. These spiders were vicious, and my overconfidence led to me attracting so many of them. I nearly died so many times. Finally, I killed all 15, probably more actually, and then I went back to the league officer to tell him. I began the first fight, which I started out losing, but I eventually won overall. The next guy was also pretty easy to win against, but then during the last fight, I lost. Just by a bit, but I lost. Ultimately, this did hurt my ego a little bit, so I went back to building. I first began sectioning off the sections of the sanctuary. While filling in the floor, I found a Jigglypuff just waiting to be caught. Now, was she level 2? Yes. Was that gonna stop me? Absolutely not. To take a short break, I decided to roll the rest of my eggs, in which I got this cool star guy. And I got this little Slowpoke. Literally, he's called Slowpoke. He's cute though. Back home, I fought this guy before being snuck up on by a zombie. I then went back to the gym to fight again. And my Pokemon literally would not listen to me. They wouldn't. And I lost. So, back to building. I began placing walls around the sections of the sanctuary, and I came up with this little design, which I think was cute enough. first section was just, I don't know, a grass type Pokemon area. My armor was suffering though, so I went mining for some iron for an anvil. I somehow had diamonds but no iron, so yeah, I don't know. I got an anvil so I could combine the diamonds with my armor, but I actually had enough diamonds just to craft new armor, so I don't know my logic there. Anyway, on my way back home, I found a little Pokestop, so I stopped there. Ha, get it? And while I was there, I found this Pokemon on the top of the building, so I caught him. And then I found a Vulpix, and I love Vulpix, so I was very excited. And then I caught him. Good job, me. I then found a Badlands, and I collected some terracotta. Back home, I found this guy, and I caught him. Now, finally, time to focus on the sanctuary. The next section was gonna be a snow biome type thing. First, I collected some snow to make snow blocks, and then I found a polar bear. I, of course, brought him back home, and I began the build. After filling the place with snow, I made a little igloo for the polar bear. After the build was done, I brought him inside. Next was a desert type biome, and after collecting lots of sand from a nearby desert, I began placing it all around. I added some water though, just to make it a little less dry. Next up was a panda sanctuary. After traveling to a jungle and collecting bamboo and dragging a whole panda bear to my house, which took a very, very long time, I placed grass all over the area. I also put a waterfall coming down. I planted some bamboo and trees as well. The next biome was for fire type Pokemon, and I placed red sand everywhere. I then made a couple terracotta mountains. After that, I made a lava waterfall, a lava fall. Up next is probably my most disappointing one. I wanted a place for where the electric Pokemon spawn, which on this server are the mountains, so I placed lots of stone. Lots. Next was for the water type Pokemon, and I forgot to record this part, but this is how it came out. And lastly, an aquarium, just for fun. I hate messing with water, so this was my least favorite. I did go to a coral reef, and I collected coral with a silk touch pick someone gifted me. I also collected some fish in buckets. I then needed to improve the big open area, so I built a fountain. I placed some flowers around it as well. I also didn't record this, but this is the very lame entry because I got super lazy by this point. While running around nearby my house, I found an Eevee. I was almost done with the 100 days at this point, so this was so lucky. Eevee is so pretty, and I love her, and I'm so happy. Well, this one's a guy, but I love him. I love Eevee. Eevee's great. It took tons and tons and tons of Pokeballs to catch her, but I finally managed to do so. I then used some candies I'd been gifted to level her up because I wanted to try the gym battle for a third time. Third time's a charm, right? I traveled to the gym and I began fighting the spiders. Again, this time though, I was prepared. I brought a shield and golden apples. Still though, these guys beat me up. A lot. In the gym, I began the battle, but immediately Growlithe would not obey. After sending up Magikarp, he also would not listen. At all. I made it to the second guy, but eventually I lost. And my ego was really suffering at this point. Now, I did learn later that I basically did this to myself. I used my candies to level up my Pokemon a bit too much, and they did not want to listen to me. Whoops. But hey, we're just gonna pretend that I won, okay? I won. Whoa, good job, Lindsay. Now, while I was battling the gym, a surprise was being set up for me at the sanctuary. I came back and there were dozens of Pokemon and animals. I honestly love how the sanctuary/park came out, and this 100 days was incredibly fun. If you guys wanna come say hi to me and check out all of the cool Pokemon, hop on the server play.pokefind.co. If If you go to Pokemon Survival and join Survival 4 and type /G Warp Lindsay Ray, you will be teleported to the park. Also, if you greet the NPC version of me, you will receive a free item. Pretty cool if you ask me. I mean, I love free stuff. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of your support, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!